So the first thing I want you to do is stand up. Put your arms up, pull them aside, feel your chest stretch a little bit and open, and just let your hands fall to the side. Rotate the shoulder back, rotate this shoulder back, rotate this shoulder forward, this shoulder forward. One more time, lift up, open, let the hands set to your side. Head forward, head back. Look to the right, feel the stretch right here. Look to the left, feel the stretch right here. Tilt your head this way, feel the stretch here. Same thing the other side. Good. Now just take a breath in. Put your hand right here, beneath the sternum, where the soft tissue is. Take a breath in. Feel your hand move forward. Don't move your shoulders, don't move your chest. Only here, only your abs. Breathing from the diaphragm is a key to good singing and good speaking. This is the only place you should feel anything when you're singing. So let's take this another level now. Put your thumb right here about kidney level. Fingers in the front. Expand. And expand into the thumb as well. That's going to ground you. Make sure that you're using only your abs and lower back, diaphragm for breathing. Nothing else. You don't want to be breathing from the chest. This is a very shallow breath. It's a very tight breath. And you're going to run out of breath if you're trying to sing and speak from up here. It's a habit that many people are in just because of our culture and the way we've been taught to behave in our language and so on. So it takes a lot of work, a lot of time, but it depends on the person, but roughly 3 months of continuous practice like that, and it will start to become a habit. So the next thing I want to show you are a few exercises that you can do in the morning or right before you sing, but it's really important to do these on a regular basis. The nice thing about them is, for the most part, they're completely silent. So if you're the first person to wake up in your house, you can do this while you're doing your hair, or while you're shaving, or whatever it is that you do in the morning. You can do them in the car, but the important thing is to do them on a consistent basis, because what you're going to do is be training the larynx, the soft palate, and the tongue to get, you're training the tongue to get out of the way, you're training the soft palate to be high, the larynx to be low to neutral, which is where you want it to be, so that when you sing, it's effortless. You don't want to feel anything here. If you feel anything here, if you feel any tension, discomfort, then you've got vocal problems, and you want to fix those, because if you are continuously singing and speaking with tension, it will eventually lead to severe vocal problems, and you don't want to deal with those. All right, so the first one that you want to start with is very simple. It might take a little bit of practice, though, because you might going to have to train your tongue to be low in the back, which is something many of us are not used to doing. So what you want to do is start with the back of the tongue up against the roof of the mouth, and pull it down like that. Take a breath in. Feel the stretch here, as if you're yawning. After you've done that a couple of times, and a few times actually, then you want to see if you can stretch the back even more. You want to get this as wide open as possible. Think of when a snake eats an egg. The back of the snake jaw opens up like this, so it can eat the entire egg at once. Our jaw, we can do something similar, obviously not as much as a snake, but we can do a similar thing with our jaw where this separates just a little bit. One way to find that is to take your finger or thumb and put it between your teeth. And then you get a feeling for how that's supposed to be. Next exercise I want you to do is stick your tongue all the way out. Feel the space back here. What we're doing is training the tongue root to get out of the way. Tongue root is where the tongue connects to the rest of the body. There's a lot of soft, thick tissue there. And if you're trying to sing with all that soft, thick tissue in the way, you've got a lot of energy being wasted just getting through that soft tissue. So you want to train that tongue root to be out of the way. Then stick your tongue out as far as you can and move it side to side. And then go like this. The last thing you want to do is, at least tongue-wise, is open your mouth. Get the tip of your tongue right behind the bottom front teeth and flip it side to side. Ideally, you don't want your jaw to move at all. It's all supposed to be about the tongue. It might move a tiny amount, but the focus needs to be on making the tongue move. Start off slow. If it can only move to one side, that's okay. If you can only move it to one side, start thinking about moving it to the other side. Eventually, if you think about it enough, the brain is going to make a connection to the muscle, and you will be able to do it both sides. Start off slow, then pick up the speed. You're rotating the lower right side of the tongue up to the upper left, and then the lower left side up to the upper right. So it's almost like you just took a fish out of the pond and it's flopping around like this. All right, oh, and one other little exercise you can do if you're really struggling with this is to take your hand, press it against your cheek, then take your tongue and press against your hand through your cheek. Then switch side. Hold that for 3 to 5 seconds. Do this every day. I guarantee you're going to notice a difference in your singing and your speaking voice. So if you want more information, or if you want to work with me more, click the button, and that's going to take you to a registration page where you can apply for a free 30-minute one-on-one Skype session where we'll talk about your specific vocal goals. And we'll also do a 30-minute session where I'll give you some more of these exercises and get you started on the path that you want to be. You might be asking yourself, well, why would I want to do that when I can just watch videos on YouTube? Or if you're just going to give free lessons like this. And the reason is, one, sometimes you don't always realize you're doing something wrong. You do often need guidance from someone else. Then there's having another set of ears. I myself had some vocal problems I didn't realize that I had until I went to somebody and she said, oh, you know what, you're singing a little bit flat here and you need to do this here. And just making those few tweaks made all the difference in the world. And again, they were things that I didn't realize I was doing. And having that other set of eyes, other set of ears helped a lot. So I hope that this information is helpful for you. Go start working on these exercises. See how it works for you, and click the link, and we'll set up a half-hour session, and we'll work one-on-one. All right, thanks. My name is Paul Pilecki. It's been a pleasure. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. And I look forward to hearing from you. Ciao.